Top of the evening, man. Big stud, man. Pete, man, so funny. Yesterday, man, when I did my YouTube thing, man. I explained to y'all how my weekend was and how I had missed working out for 4 days. So, Peep, I got a little story for y'all. So I hadn't worked out in 4 days, So yesterday, I was like, I wanted to go to the gym, but I miss going in the morning. So, like I said, that's usually when I go to the gym, top of the morning, I'm in the gym, So, anyways, I end up going about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, around up in that area, So, due to the fact that I go in the gym in the morning, top of the morning, I be having my energy and I be ready, So it was about 6 o'clock and I was feeling like I wasn't gonna be at my best. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna be at my best because it was later in the day. You know what I'm saying? I had smoked a couple blunts already. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I just wasn't gonna be at my best. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, you know what? Let me take some pre-workout. And I usually don't fuck with no pre-workout. You know what I'm saying? I just drink me a shot of coffee because I drink coffee. Because I be up top of the morning, so I drink me a shot of coffee and I be good. So I don't like fucking with no pre-workout. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, you know what? Let me just drink some pre-workout real fast. You feel me? So I drank some pre-workout at 6 o'clock. About 6 o'clock, 6:30, around there somewhere, right? Bam. I drank some pre-workout, whoa. And due to the fact that I don't drink this, it did what it was supposed to do. When I got in there, I was geeked. When I got in there, I was geeked. You know what I'm saying? And I did my workout. I got a good workout because, like I said, the pre-work, it had me sparked. I don't really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Because just like for some health issues, I don't really like to mess with it. Like I said, I'd rather drink a shot of coffee and be done with it. So long story short, right? I drink some pre-workout. I go in there, handle my business, had a good workout, all that. Did everything I wanted to do. I stayed in there for about a good hour. Bam, got right to the money. Fast forward, I'm laying in the bed and I'm trying to go to sleep. And I couldn't go to sleep. That's why I don't like working out, like in the afternoon, at night. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't go to sleep, man. So I ended up going to bed at about 2 in the morning. You feel me? So how I'm gonna go to bed at 2 in the morning, right? And get up and go to the gym at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I wind up not going to bed till about 2:30 from drinking that motherfucking pre-workout. You feel me? And I was just sitting up there laying in the bed like this, hot. Couldn't go to sleep. So I'm like, well, fuck it. Let me go on my YouTube channel and look and see what's going on. Let me see how many views I got. Let me see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I wind up not going to sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? But the next morning, now, when you get up at a certain time, you're going to get up like clockwork. It don't make no difference. Your body you're going to wake up. Even though I went to bed at 2:30, I still woke right up at 6 o'clock. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, damn, I ain't getting my sleep. I'm feeling kind of sluggish. You feel me? So I go straight to my go-to. I go get me a shot of coffee. Bye. I go get me a shot of coffee. Boom. Hit that shot of coffee. When I hit that shot of coffee, I start feeling a little better. You know what I'm saying? I start feeling a little better. So I do my routine, drop my kids off, hit the gym. So now, how do you, at this point, how do you stay motivated, you know what I'm saying, knowing that you ain't got all your rest, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, this is what make this a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? This is what make this a lifestyle. You feel me? So I drunk me a shot of coffee, and I went up in the gym, you know what I'm saying? And I was cool, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have, I didn't feel like I just didn't have no energy. Because some days I go in there if I don't get no rest and I really be in there sluggish, but I keep my routine going because if I don't, it become a problem. You know what I'm saying? I keep my routine going because I don't, like I said, it become a problem. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, you gotta break up out your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? You gotta break up out your comfort zone. You know, sometimes you'll be comfortable. You know, and in order for you to get to the next level, you gotta break up out your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? And I try to break up out my comfort zone. You know, where I'm comfortable at. You know, and that allows me to it just allows me to move forward. You know what I'm saying? It just allows me to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, sometimes, you know, you'll get stagnated. You know, you'll get stagnated. And that got a lot to do with just like mental clarity, you know what I'm saying? Like wellness, you know what I'm saying? And you know, just self-respect, man, you know, because if you know, how I say this, you know, like if you got a strong body, you know what I'm saying, you got a strong body, a strong mind, excuse me. But like I said, man, just in the natural world, man, you know, everybody sees success as being like, you know, money, you know what I'm saying? Cars, you know, the shit that everybody want. You know what I'm saying? You want to, who the fuck don't want a Benz or a Bentley? You know what I'm saying? Who don't want to be able to have the things that they need, you know, and look good, you know, just look good, man, while they doing it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, right? At the same time, let's just say this, you know, it's important, very important, man, to have mental clarity, man, and have a clear head. You know what I'm saying? And have a strong body and a strong mind, you know, because it help you make better decisions. You know, it help you make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? You know, just think about it. You know, think about how many times you done did some dumb shit. Think about it. How many times you done did some dumb shit and you be sitting up and your ass be in jail somewhere and you be sitting up like, damn, I should have stayed my ass at home. You feel me? I know all you niggas have been through that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody been through that. Like, man, I should have stayed my ass at home. You know what I'm saying? But that come from a part of, like, you know, mental clarity, man. You know, like not having a fucked up diet. You know what I'm saying? Having a fucked up diet. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and just like, it's like I said, be a lot come with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't think that it got nothing to do with it. We don't think that food play a big part in the decisions that we make. We don't think that. You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing that's come from our mind is eating some food got something to do with me making fucked up decisions. You know, we don't think that. You know what I'm saying? So we just don't think that being healthy help you make better decisions. You feel me? So basically, let me see, man, how do I put this? Cause I think I said this on one of these YouTube channels. One of the episodes or whatever. But I think I said it already. But I was basically saying that, you know, when your mind is strong and your body is strong, it help you deal with pressure. It help you deal with rejection. It help you deal with failure. You know what I'm saying? You know, because if you don't fail at doing something, you can't accomplish the next goal. You know what I'm saying? You have to fail. You have to fail at some things. You know what I'm saying? In order to accomplish the next goal. You know what I'm saying? So when you strong, it help you deal with them type of issues, because now a lot of people get rejected or they'll fail at some shit and they'll tear some shit up. You know what I'm saying? They'll tear some shit up. Now think about it. You know what I'm saying? Then think about it. Now some people lose their jobs, not specifically saying, you know, who, but a motherfucker lose their job and go post them and go shoot some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's can't take that failure. You know what I'm saying? And that's got a lot to do with your body being unhealthy and your mind not being strong enough to take that rejection. You know what I'm saying? So it's important. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? To make sure, man, that you strong, man. You know, and it's just like, you know, who do you go to, in a sense, like you like, you know, like men like really got to be strong. You know, like super strong. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a family. You know, you got to take up on your wife energy when she ain't up to par. You feel me? You got to give her clarification, you know what I'm saying, and security to make sure that everything gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? So a man got to be strong at all times, even when shit ain't going your way. Even when shit ain't going your way, dog, you know what I'm saying? And everything is looking like it ain't what it's supposed to be. You still got to stand up as a man with your head high and not let your family see that you're in a vulnerable state or that you got your head down. You see what I'm saying? You got to stand up strong, nigga, with your chest on. Like, baby, don't trip. It's going to be all right. You got to be able to give your kids clarification. That's just like prime example. My daughter, she training in jiu-jitsu. You feel me? And I show her, I practice with her, you know, and show her moves, you know, and she'll be on the mat doing her thing. And she'll be in a bad situation. And she'll look over there at me, and I just give her that security that she need. I'll be like, calm down. And I just be like, and I show her the move with my hands. I'll be like, do this. And she'll do it. You know what I'm saying? And it give her that clarity that she need. You know what I'm saying? And another prime example. My son, he a boy. You know what I'm saying? He just instantly got him a go-kart. I put his go-kart together, a little electric go-kart. And his first time getting on it, he jumped straight on it when I showed him where the pedal was and took off. Pow! Like he didn't drove before. You see what I'm saying? Like he didn't drove before. He doing burnouts in the street and everything. So now, on the other hand, my daughter, she get on there and she want to get off. But I talked to her. I said, look at your little brother. You know what I'm saying? And I gave her one of them 2-3 minute daddy talks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do this shit. It ain't nothing. Get on there. And I said, the street wide open. Ain't no cars coming. Get on there. And I just pep talked to her and talked to her. Before I know it, she was burning out in the street. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, daddies is, I don't think we get enough credit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't think we don't get enough credit. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to be strong for the whole family, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? That sometime, right, you know, you got them grandmamas, you know, you got them grandmamas, you know, that hold it down, that hold the family down, like them big mamas, you know, where we learned how to eat all the pig feet and hog maws from, and the mac and cheese. You know, you go to Big Mama house, you know what I'm saying? She gonna give you the clarification. She holds the family down. She's strong. You know what I'm saying? She's strong. You know, and that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? When we lost a lot of big mamas, man, you know, we lost a lot of elders, man, and it kind of, we don't get to pass down that tradition no more. You feel me? Now you got the mamas in the club with the daughters. You see what I'm saying? You got the mamas in the club with the daughter. You know, Big Mama wasn't going to no clubs or none of that. She's sitting at the house, sitting in the kitchen in the chair, peeling them greens. You know what I'm saying? Getting dinner ready. Well, we finna eat on this food for like a couple days, man. Everybody going to Big Mama house. Y'all know how they go in. And Big Mama was stern, man, and she held it down, man. You know what I'm saying? And she gave you that confidence that you need. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we had, you know, we got them strong daddies, man, and them strong grandfathers, you know, and then we had big mamas, you know. It was important for us to have them elders, man, you know what I'm saying? And that motivation that they gave us, you know what I'm saying, during them times, you know. So basically it's like, man, who do you go to when you need motivation? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, you can dedicate a lot of years, man, to per se your family, your friends, you know, and at the end of the day, from being unhealthy, you know what I'm saying, and eating that poison, once you clean your diet up, you know, and you start to see shit clear, and you want to dedicate this time now to yourself, it's a problem. You know, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You can dedicate years of standing behind a motherfucker, helping somebody accomplish shit, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as you say, well, shit, man, it's time for me to dedicate this time to me, you know what I'm saying? It's a problem. Okay, it's cool though. You know what I'm saying? I gave you these years. I gave you these years when I was running around and we was drinking and we was eating all the bullshit and it was unhealthy. But now, I'm not on that type of time. I clean my diet up a little bit. You feel me? I'm eating better. I can see things a little clearer. I ain't drinking. I ain't got all the alcohol in my body. You know what I'm saying? I can see things a little clearer. You know what I'm saying? So now I can continue to run behind you and dedicate lenient years of my life, you know what I'm saying, that I can't get back, running behind somebody or helping somebody that's mad at me for realizing that it's time for me to give myself this time. It's time for me to give this energy to myself. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, all that shit come from play a part of being unhealthy, man. You know what I'm saying? And just not being on top of your diet, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and the only reason being why I say this is because, like I said, I just go off of things that I do every day, things that I do every morning. You feel me? And now that I clean my diet up, you know, and I do what I do as far as my routine and my program, I can look back at some of the dumbass shit I did and be like, I don't believe I did that dumbass shit. You feel me? And the shit that I used to entertain, I don't entertain that shit no more. That shit all got a part of me cleaning my diet up, man, and eating the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Because now I got something different floating through my body, my nigga. My body ain't it ain't got all that poison in it. Remember I told y'all about that 50% line. You feel me? Remember I told y'all about that 50% line. When I was living down here, I was susceptible to all that shit. So now I'm living up here a little bit. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear it. And I'm really real careful on how I protect my energy, man. You know what I'm saying? So straight up, man, you know, it's like mental health. It's like when somebody's saying you're gonna fail. You know, when you feel like you want to turn how could I say this? When you want to turn turning pain into power. You know, when a motherfucker hurts you or say that you can't accomplish something, you know what I'm saying? Or just doubting you. You know what I'm saying? You 9 times out of 10, everybody done been through this. You know, when a motherfucker doubts you, it can be your family, it could be your woman, you feel me? It could be your friends, your brother, anybody. that just doubt you. And you want to turn that pain into power. You want revenge. You know what I'm saying? And what they say is like, you know, the best revenge is success. The best revenge is success. You know, so when you get out of the mind frame of thinking that the tit for tat, it ain't, you know, sometimes the tit for tat don't be the answer. The answer is to level up, step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Step your game up. And peep, stepping your game up don't necessarily mean money. Stepping your game up can mean getting your diet right. Stepping your game up can mean, you know, just like accomplishing, you know, having your diet right. You see what I'm saying? When the motherfucker that was talking down on you is a big old fat sloppy pig. You know, so your revenge can be coming by having your body right and, you know, being able to just like, yeah, now, yeah, look at me now. So revenge don't always come by a way of having money. You know what I'm saying? Even like I said, revenge, like the best part of revenge is success. But success comes in all forms and fashion. You know what I'm saying? And success to me at this point in my life is being able to have a healthy body so I can have a healthy mind, and nothing else comes with that but success. I can make level-headed decisions now. I don't gotta rush and make decisions. You see what I'm saying? I can make level-headed decisions. You know what I'm saying? When I go to reach for some food, it's the right food. You know what I'm saying? I'm not reaching for no food and I'm eating some shit and I ain't feeling good and I'm making ill decisions. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting the proper nourishment in my body. You know what I'm saying? Because now I understand. 15 years ago, 10 years ago, I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? So now I can get on here and I can talk about the things that I done to get me to the next level and how I accomplished them. You know what I'm saying? Straight like by baby steps. This is how I accomplished what I did. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, what even got me on this page, man, I bullshit you not. Right hand to God, I just feel like I had a black cloud over my head. You know what I'm saying? And nothing that I was doing was working, man. Nothing that I was doing was working. You know what I'm saying? So I was in a point in my life to where I was busting moves. And I was just like sending shit out of town, and I was just doing all type of shit, and wasn't nothing working. You feel me? Wasn't nothing working, man. So Pete, I'm like, it's to the point to where I'm like, man, I gotta go get a job or something. But my pride was in the way. You know what I'm saying? My pride was in the way. I'm like, man, I'm big stud. I can't let no nigga see me in no job. You know what I'm saying? And fuck all of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to get no job. But like I said, man, wasn't nothing else working. Pulled out my spot one day with my pistol. Crash got right behind me. I'm like, what the fuck? Got blower in my lap, all that. Nigga had to park, jump out, run. Good thing I was close by my house. Ended up getting away and all of that. But nothing that I was doing was working, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that I was doing was working. So I finally had to humble myself. I had to humble myself all the way down. You see what I'm saying? And I went and got a job, my nigga. That's what I had to do. I went and got a job. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I was to the point where I was in them streets and I was always looking for something. I was always on some scandalous shit. I was always on some bullshit. I was vibrating low. My energy was fucked up. I was eating a bunch of bullshit ass food. My energy was just bad, my nigga. It was just, if I see you and I might try to book you, you see what I'm saying? It's just my energy was bad. Everything that I was doing was just, my energy was just all fucked up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to, a motherfucker hook me up and call me and want something and be like, "Still, can you get this?" I be like, "Yeah, I can get it." I hook it up, make me $1,500 or something, right? But I'm trying to book the plug. I'm looking at my homie like, we can't rob him. You know what I'm saying? My homie like, nah, man, these my folks, man. And I'm just, I'm just thirsty. I'm just on some bullshit. So no wonder that nothing the fuck that I was doing wasn't working. Every time I was doing some shit, I was damn near going to jail. Every time. So I finally humbled myself, bro. I finally humbled myself. Went and got a motherfucking job at Fashion Nova. I bullshit you not. But they looked at me and was like, oh yeah, he big old black strong. Oh yeah, come on. Put my big black ass straight back in the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? Had me lifting big ass boxes and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Pete, I humbled myself and they worked the nigga like a straight dog. I ain't never had a job a day in my life. They worked the nigga like a dog. I ain't even had time to spend the checks. I worked it from Monday to Saturday. I was so motherfucking tired from working and they did 12-hour shifts, straight up. And you know me, I'm trying to get to the bag. I'm trying to get to the bag. So we work a 12-hour shift. I made me work a 14-hour shift or a 16-hour shift. So I'm so motherfucking tired from Monday to Saturday, I don't do nothing but sleep all Sunday. You see what I'm saying? So Pete, I can't even do nothing. So I'm stacking all my checks. You know what I'm saying? I can't even bust a move, But you know me, I wasn't the average worker. You know what I'm saying? So I was in there trying to run the company. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there talking to the owner, general managers and shit like, yeah, we need to do this and shit. I'm in there acting like it's my company. So they fired my black ass. But I got stirred up shit, coalitions and shit, and all type of shit. So I'm up in there running this bar, running the whole company, telling the general manager what to do. No, you need to change this and do it like this because we can't reach this shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, I bullshit you not. The owner had love for me. The owner left. As soon as the owner left, they fired my black ass. You know what I'm saying? So, but the good thing about that is I humbled myself. And by the time I went and looked at my checks, man, I had about 5,000 or 6,000 stacked. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I can bust a move now. And just due to the fact that I humbled myself and I changed my energy and I wasn't thinking about robbing nothing. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about doing no scandalous shit. I went to work, stacked me some checks, and at the end of the day, when I got fired, my intentions was good though. I had good intentions. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when I got fired, I had some little money put up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I took that little bread and I bust the move. And when I bust the move, it worked. And I was like, oh, okay. And I ran it back. And I know it was due to the fact that I had to humble myself. Because when I was still in that mind frame and I still was on that poison, it wasn't working. Oh, so Pete. During this same time, I was messing with this one female. You know what I'm saying? And we used to watch like the nigga Brother Polite and all the little conscious shit in New York. And they used to be debating and all of that. So I had got into that. You know what I'm saying? The little conscious community in New York and Brother Polite and what's his name? Young Pharaoh. He had got real famous and shit on YouTube. I was listening to Young Pharaoh. He was spitting some shit. And I had got into the conscious community. And I started just researching. And one thing led me to a next. And one thing led me to a next. And I started changing my diet. Slowly but surely, I started changing my diet. And I did baby steps. I took baby steps. I didn't just stop and quit and change. You know what I'm saying? First, I think first I gave up the pork. You know what I'm saying? And I still was eating all the other beef and ribs and burgers and all that. But I gave up the pork. I gave up the bacon and the sausage and the pork chops. I gave up that first. You know what I'm saying? I gave up that first. So during this time, I basically cleaned my diet up, man. And I cleaned my diet up and I started working out and hitting that gym on the daily. You know what I'm saying? And my shit started changing. You know what I'm saying? My shit started changing. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that black cloud that I had over my head, that motherfucker slowly shifted from over my head. You know what I'm saying? And I started making moves. You know what I'm saying? I started making moves. You know what I'm saying? I got the smoke shop. You know what I'm saying? I just started making moves, man. They started falling into play, man. And then I just paid attention to the cycle. I paid attention to the cycle. You feel me? And from that point on, I started trying not to do no scandalous shit. But like I said, it had a big part with me cleaning my diet up, man, and trying to do right, you know what I'm saying? And it helped me, it just helped me make better decisions, man. It helped me make better decisions, and it helped me transition right now into who I am right now. You know what I'm saying? Because now I've been on this journey right now for about 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ate no meat in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Only time that I just ate some meat is recently when I went to jail just recently. You know what I'm saying? So when when you get up in the county, nigga, it's like it's rough in that motherfucker for the first 3 days, nigga. So nigga had to eat. They stuffed the nigga with peanut butter sandwiches for 4-5 days when you get in that motherfucker. You know how it is. If it ain't a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it's a lunch meat sandwich, you know what I'm saying, with the regular bread and you know some bull. You know what niggas know what it is that being, you know what I'm saying? So I had to eat that shit or else I was gonna starve. You feel me? And when I get up in that motherfucker, I got to have my energy right. Ain't no telling us what a nigga gonna get into. So I had to eat me some bologna sandwiches and this. But as soon as I got up in there and got comfortable, I ordered the fish. 15 fish, 20 fish every week, so I kept a bunch of fish, and that's all I ate up in there. The fish with the rice and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. But that's the only last time that I had to eat some meat, and that was, about a year ago? You know what I'm saying? I had to eat some meat, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I ain't ate no meat in 10 years, you know what I'm saying? So on the dairy, like I said, I've been heavy strong for about 3 years, 4 years on that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fuck with that, you know, so and I can, like I said, I can feel the difference in my body. You know what I'm saying? I can feel the difference. I know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Even like if I could slip up, you know, I went to Carl's Jr. and they got a famous star that I used to get, but it's a veggie famous star. You know what I'm saying? It's a veggie famous star, and they fuck around and gave me the famous star. And I wasn't paying attention, and I bit the motherfucker, and bit it, and chewed it, right, and swallowed that first bite, and then I was finna bite it again, and I looked, and I was like, this ain't the motherfucking veggie burger, and I done already bit that first bite and ate that shit, right, and I ain't ate none of that shit in so long, it had the cheese on it and all the shit on it, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't really paying attention. I'm thinking it's the famous star, and I fuck around and ate that bite, and you know, that shit fucked me up, you know what I'm saying. And so like I say, I know the difference. You know, I know the difference in my body now. You know what I'm saying? My body feel way better. You know what I'm saying? My body feel way better. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to sit on the toilet straining. And when I use the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I keep that green food in my diet within the week. If I'm eating green food and I'm eating fruit, man, I don't have no problem going to the bathroom. It's like pow, pow, instantly cool with no problem, you know, so that diet is a lot, man. And then when I do come out the bathroom, it don't smell like death. It don't smell like I've been eating dead carcasses. It don't smell like I've been eating dead meat. You know what I'm saying? It don't smell like death when I come out the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? When you eating that dead flesh and that dead meat, and you come out the bathroom, that shit smells like death. It smells exactly what you've been eating. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed that within my bowel movements, and when I come out the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, and when my kids come out the bathroom, you see what I'm saying, versus when you eating that poison and that certain type of foods. You know, when you come out the bathroom, and your shit is, you know, that's just like I said, when you drinking all that liquor, and the next day, you don't put that H2O in your body, you know, your piss is strong, it stink. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's one of the problems, you know what I'm saying? But, man, so, how do I stay, how do I stay disciplined? How do I stay disciplined? You know what I'm saying? My homeboy asked me that. He was like, man, how you be staying disciplined like that? And my discipline come from, like I said, I think I probably even said this yesterday, my discipline come from feeling like if I don't go to the gym, I'm not gonna have a good day. You know, so I base my discipline around that. If I don't go to the gym, I ain't gonna have a good day. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I stay disciplined. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that I get up top of the morning, even if I'm not feeling good, even if I'm tired. I never get that cop-out excuse like, oh man, I'm too tired, I ain't gonna go, I'll go tomorrow. I just go in there and I do some light work when I ain't feeling it. I go in there, I do some light work, you know what I'm saying? But your diet, staying motivated, play a big part in it, man. It play a big part, man. If you ain't got no energy, and you working and you stressed out, how you gonna perform in the gym? You can't perform. It's hard to perform. You know what I'm saying? You can't perform when you ain't got no energy. You know what I'm saying? You can't. How you feel if you got a bunch of money and you can't even enjoy it because your energy ain't right and your diet ain't right, and you walking through Magic Mountain with your kids and your fat ass can't walk through you got to sit on the bench. You can't even enjoy the bread, my nigga. You can't even enjoy the bread. You know what I'm saying? So, man, if you pay attention to like the real successful people, man, you know, they in the gym top of the morning. And Pete, they sleep at a certain time. They don't give a fuck about nothing. Everything's shut down. At a certain time, phones off, everything's shut off. You see what I'm saying? Top of the morning, they in the gym, they coming out the gym, they eating right. You know what I'm saying? Just pay attention, do your own research, and pay attention to the people that's real successful, and pay attention to their program. Pay attention to their program, like I said. Top of the morning, as soon as they get up in the morning, they in the gym. As soon as they come out the gym, they going to take a shower, they putting on some fly shit, you know what I'm saying? And they sitting down, eating some breakfast with their nanny. They nanny or somebody, whoever it is, butler bringing them some fly ass breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And they reading the paper or on their laptop, seeing what type of business moves they finna make. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing what type of business moves they finna make. You know what I'm saying? After they done worked out, ate a cool, healthy breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to make some business moves. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to the real people that's real successful. That's what's going on. That's what their program is. You see what I'm saying? After they go to the gym, they eat some proper ass breakfast, a healthy breakfast, and then they go on to the office or whatever they finna do, but they trust and believe they going to make some moves. Head clear, body looking good, shining, you know what I'm saying? And that's the money, man. That's the money. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that your success is based on money. Your success ain't based on just only money, man. You know what I'm saying? Your success is based on your diet, your eating habits, your self-wellness, you see what I'm saying, your mental clarity, you see what I'm saying, not being stressed out, you see what I'm saying, being able to make the right decisions when it come time, especially if you're a leader and you're leading a lot of people. You have to make decisions not based on feelings. You see what I'm saying? You have to make decisions based on the whole. You know what I'm saying? So, and all, like I said, man, trust and believe, all that shit come with a part of your diet, having your diet right, man. Take care of your diet, man. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself, man. Take care of your well-being, man. Take care of your wellness. I like to, you know, a lot of my wellness and my well-being, man, and what helped me keep my mental clarity is I like to get on my motorcycle, man, and I like to hit the highway and just ride. I just ride and open up on the highway and I think. And I do a lot of thinking and I open up on the highway because I don't really do a lot of shit, but I like to ride my motorcycle and just open up on the highway and just think. All that shit is mental clarity for me. You see what I'm saying? All that shit eases my mind and relaxes my body. You see what I'm saying? And it helped me make good decisions, man. You know what I'm saying? It helped me not rush into decisions. It helped me make the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for people to do the right thing. People always want to. It's so easy to do the wrong shit. It's hard to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, when you do the right thing and you stay doing the right thing, it's gonna pay off for you. You may don't get it when you want it. You know what I'm saying? You know, God don't give you what you want when you want it. You know what I'm saying? He give it to you on the timing when he see fit. You know, so I don't give a fuck how much you feel like, man, I supposed to have this and I supposed to have that. You see what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay focused. You got to stay on your program. And first, you got to get mind, body. You know what I'm saying? You got to get mind, body right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people came up, you know, but at the same time, you know, you got some people that have came up without having mind and body right. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you know, do that shit last? You know what I'm saying? Are they making ill decisions? Are they gamblaholics? Are they gambling addicts? Are they addicted to shit? Are they addicted to drugs? A lot of that shit play a big part, man. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, when they got the bag, they don't keep it. You know what I'm saying? They got the bag, they don't keep it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers have wrong financial advisors, you know what I'm saying, stealing their money, you know what I'm saying, because they partying and they don't got time to go look at their money. You know, you got all type of shit, man, that plays a part with mental clarity and mental health and not having your diet right and partying and drugs and all of that shit, man. They play a big part, man, but I'm out of here, man. I think this is probably the longest video I did, man, because once I get to rambling, I just be feeling, and I just get to talking. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, take care of yourself, man, and take baby steps. Don't let nobody discourage you. You know what I'm saying? And do your research, man. Big Stud, man. I'm out, man.